Welcome to the cool classroom tutorial of Maths Duels, the card game. So this is a card game that you can use in the classroom to help kids with their basic addition and subtraction of numbers between 1 and 10. So what we've got here is we have our board, we have our deck of cards, and we have our scorecard. So this is all you need to play the game. It's a two-player game where the kids play against each other. So having a look at the scorecard here, we've got 4 different cards here that you can use on the one sheet. And so here's our first game here. We've got our first player, Jack, our second player, Jill, and we've given them 20 lives each to start with. You can increase that or decrease that if you want a short game or a long game, but I found that 20 seems to work quite well. So to start the game, we need to give each player 4 cards. And we're going to play an open hand. So I will reveal the cards to you. Oh, and Jack at the top here. First card out, got the best card in the whole deck. This one here, 9 and 9. And let's bring a card down here and have a look at what we've got in this card. So there's 3 parts to the card. The first part is this blue section here, and this is the attack section. The attack value is in the middle there, so you can see in this case, if Jack played this card, he would attack with a value of 9. The green section is the defense, and in this case, if he played this card as a defense card, it would defend at the value of 9. Down the bottom here, this little circle is what class the card is. We don't need to worry about the classes right now. We will cover that later on in this tutorial when we look at abilities. But all we need to know for now is that there's 3 different classes. There's the ice class, the fire class with the little flame, and the lightning class with the little lightning bolt. So let's get this game started. So Jack dealt, so therefore it's Jill that's going to go first. So Jill is attacking to start with. So Jill needs to pick probably her best attacking card to start the game off. And I think her best attacking card is probably not the 8 because it's got a good defense, but this one here, the 7, because it's got quite a terrible defense at 2. So let's play the 7. So she's attacking with a value of 7. Now what Jack needs to do is he needs to defend. So we're looking at the green defense line here now, and he needs to pick which card he wants to defend with. So in this case, you can see zeros here. Well, they're not really going to stand up to a 7. So this 6 is pretty good. We don't want to waste this 9. Let's go this 6. So there we go. So now what we've got our 2 cards placed. Now we need to do a little bit of maths. So we just go 7 minus 6 leaves 1. So therefore Jack loses 1, which brings him down to 19 lives. Once the round is finished, we pop them in the discard pile. Jill attacked, so Jill takes the first card. Jack takes the second card. And now the roles reverse. Now it's Jack's turn to attack. So Jack's just going to go all out and go 9 attack. So having a look now at the defense line on Jill, Jill's got to decide how she's going to defend. And the best that she's got is a 6. So 9 minus 6 leaves 3. So Jill just lost 3 lives. And that brings her down to 17. So Jack's in the lead. So let's just have a look at this one more time. So let's discard these. Jack attacked. So Jack takes the first card. And then Jill takes a card. And now we go back to Jill attacking. So we just take it in turns on who's attacking and who's defending. So Jill's attacking. Jill picked up this great card here. Attack 8, defend 3. So not a very good defense card. A great attack card though. So Jill's definitely going to bring that into play. And now all of a sudden Jack is in a lot of trouble here because the best he's got is a 5 in defense. So we want to bring that out straight away. And at least the damage here, 8 minus 5 is 3. So at least the damage is kept to 3, and that brings him down to 16 lives. So this can keep going on until we have a winner. the winner is the first person to get the other player to 0, because then their lives get to 0 and they're out. But if you have some kids who want to take this game a little bit further, we have ability cards. You don't have to use the ability cards. If you just want to keep the game like that, you can. But to spice things up for some of the kids, particularly if they're a little bit older, we have ability cards included. So let's have a look at some of these ability cards. We'll bring the first one out here, and the first thing you notice is that it's a lightning card. It's going to affect lightning cards that are in play. And if this one says, if player attacks with lightning, damage is dealt to the attacker. So that one you can bring out in defense. When Jill, in this case, would use a lightning card, or Jack's got something up his sleeve there that can turn it against her. In the same way, you've got this one here. It's an ice card, so it's going to affect ice cards. Double attack when using an ice card. So, and Jill's got an ice card here that she can use that with. And the final one I want to show is this. Because this one doesn't have a class. This can be used for any. And it says flip attack and defense values. So in this case here, you can see that this card has a 1 attack and a 7 defense. Well, if you played this ability card with this attack card, it would now be 7 defense and 1 attack. So it can be very handy in turning a bad card into a very, very good card. Now we're going to start with Jill. And Jill, first card she is going to play is she's attacking. So we're going to bring this out, but straight away we want to bring out the flip attack and defense values, because the 3 is not a very good attack, but the 7 is. So let's flip them around. So now she's attacking with 7. Jack's turn to defend, and Jack straight away is going to bring out this card here, dealing that 7 damage straight back to Jill. So Jill has lost 7, which takes her down to 10. So you can see how these ability cards bring a whole new dynamic into the game. Jill attacked, so she collects her cards, replacing it back to 4. So in this case, she had to collect 2. Jack taking 1 card, so they're both back on 4. Now it's Jack's turn to attack. So Jack's best card to attack is this 8. Jill's best defense is going to be this 5. So 8 minus 5 is 3. So Jill's now down to 7, and Jack is well and truly in the lead. Discard those. Jack went first, so Jack takes the first card. Jill defended, she takes the second card. Now Jill's going to attack. What Jill's going to do, to show you this last card, is Jill is going to attack using, actually, this one here is an ice. So let's bring this straight out. Jill's going to attack with this ice, attack 9, and she's going to bring out this ability card to go with it. Double attack when using an ice card. So now 2 9s becomes 18. And what's the best that Jack's got? Jack's going to defend with a 7. So 18 minus 7 leaves 11, and that's really put Jack in a lot of hurt, because that's going to bring Jack straight down to 5 and brings Jill back into the lead. So you can see how quickly you can deal damage with the ability cards. So that brings us to the end of the tutorial. Hopefully your kids in your classroom will have a lot of fun with this. Hopefully they'll learn a lot, and they might not even realise that they're doing a lot of maths while they're playing the game. Thank you.